Welcome once again, Summoners, to another episode of Summoner Showcase Revival, the show where we put all of your amazing artistic talents on display for the entire League of Legends community. Now, the wilderness can be a scary place, but when Udyr and Nidalee are standing back to back, there's a whole different reason to fear the wild. Eclipsing the shadows of their animal counterparts, DeviantArt user nfouque captures the bestial power within Udyr and Nidalee as it explodes onto the canvas. This outstanding work of art was requested by Happy Face Star, who wanted to see the couple together as they fight onward for justice. So if there's a concept you want to see drawn, be sure to check out nfouque's DeviantArt page by checking the link in the description below. Now, there are a lot of great skin ideas that are floating around the League community, and some of our favorites here at LoL Nation are the reverse skins. Everything from reverse Gragas to reverse Teemo, or even my favorite, reverse Sejuani. These skins always have us cracking up here at the studio. So what do you guys think of this concept of human Thresh by Sia Kim? It's sort of reverse. I mean, what's the opposite of undead, right? And that's not all. If you actually head on over to Sia's DeviantArt page, you can find a lot of really great pieces, from Hecarim to this sketch of Zyra and Malzahar locked in a loving embrace. I didn't even know they were dating. It seems like more and more people lately are giving League of Legends artwork as gifts lately, and with Christmas fast approaching, why not? It's a great way to save on some money and still let your friends know that you're thinking about them by drawing their favorite champion. This next drawing, made by Kchan98, is exactly that, a present drawn for one of Kchan's friends on their birthday. It's a great penciled version of Katarina with great detail of shading using a pencil. Kchan eventually even decided to take her art to the next level by digitally adding color as well. Both versions are absolutely stunning, and I think that the Sinister Blade would approve. Now, it's common knowledge at this point that Nasus recently received a visual update as well as a new voice actor. But what a lot of people might not realize is that Idris Elba wasn't the only person to audition for the role. It looks like Scooby-Doo was tired of being stereotyped into his classic role and tried his hand at the new curator of the Sandwiches. Now, Riot's interview are always closed door, but thankfully, Skyen was present and was able to give us a recreation of Scooby's audition. Unfortunately, he didn't strike fear into his opponents, and Riot was unable to give him the part. At least Scooby always has mystery ink to fall back on. 44 years is nothing to laugh at. Ruby, Ruby, Roo! Now, speaking of holiday gifts, I opened one of my gifts earlier this weekend and was pleased to find that my girlfriend got me this awesome Zelda 3DS, but I think I could have been just as excited if she drew all of my friends and entire League team as our favorite champions. Reddit user MangoSeeds was lucky enough to have his girlfriend do just that as she created her own rendition of Shyvana, Jarvan, Ziggs, Leona, and Ezreal while giving them the appearance and personality of their summoner counterpart. Take note, ladies. This is how you steal a man's heart. When it comes to new patch notes and major changes to the game, reading all of the details in the patch notes can be absolutely exhausting. Let's face it, sometimes the how-to videos on YouTube just don't make a lot of sense. But that's where the guys at Instalok come in. Why read the patch notes when Patrick, Chris, and Tony can sing to them for you, and in the most hilarious of fashion? So sit back, listen up, and get ready for your recap of Season 4.
Support role is now desire. Go tire. Big ones don't expire. Get used to the changes. And welcome to Season 4. And welcome to Season 4.
Now, a while back, I'm sure that many of you guys saw the Zenith blade that Riot commissioned from the now infamous YouTube channel Man at Arms. And while not all of us can be world-class blacksmiths, that should never stop summoners from forging their own creativity. Meet Voldeladies, who took it upon herself to craft her very own Zenith blade out of wood. Taking what started as a 2x4 and carving it down, the sword slowly took shape as the blade and hilt were carved out. Once the pieces were in place, all it took was some fine detailing and a nice paint job, and Voldeladies crafted her very own full-sized Zenith blade. As a side note, I just wanted to say that wood is a great alternative to anyone out there who's looking to craft their own favorite weapon. Back when I was only a junior in high school, I actually worked with a neighbor to create this bad boy, and all it cost me was the price of a 2x4 and a little bit of paint. Now, I don't think that I could have done this without my neighbor's help, but all I'm really trying to say is that wood is a great alternative to spending $90 to $100, maybe even $200 on your favorite video game related weapon. So 2 episodes back, we showcased some notebook doodle art by Saif Ken, who we thought sketched up Ziggs and Pantheon using only pen. Well, Ken actually got in contact with us to confirm that he not only did these drawings with only using a pen, but provided us with 2 more pieces of his original artwork. First up is Rengar, who I've never noticed only has 1 leg visible in his splash art. Think Ken made a mistake? You'd be wrong if you did. And last up, Ken decided to test his artistic skills in drawing the latest champion Yasuo, who entered the Fields of Justice last week. Lastly, Ken asked me to deliver a message to everyone and wanted me to say thank you to everyone who has supported me along the way, and if you want your very own drawing done, all you need to do is reach out and contact him. We'll be sure to supply links to these images as well as his YouTube channel, which will allow you to get in touch with him, in the description below. Now, sadly, All for One mode has come and gone, and hopefully it'll be making its return in the future. Summoners from across the world absolutely loved this new feature, but I think that DanteAxeProductions captured it best in what it's like with certain champion combinations. For just a second, imagine how scared a lane tower must be when you see 5 Jaxes descending on top of you. And finally, as always here on Summoner Showcase Revival, I want to take a moment to be sure to thank the sponsor that allows us to bring all of your artwork together each and every week. Now, I'm sure by now most of you guys have probably heard of the service Netflix, and I'm not going to pretend like it's anything new. But did you guys know that each and every month, new TV shows, movies, and web series are uploaded to their service? If you were once a Netflix subscriber but have since canceled, I promise there's more streaming content now than ever before. It's a great way to watch episodic television because there are never any commercials and you'll never have to wait until next week to catch another episode. Binge out on your favorite guilty pleasures like Video Game High School, New Girl, Mythbusters, Teen Wolf, or hundreds of other movies and television shows right from the comfort of your very own couch. Now, I'm sure that some of you guys have tried or maybe even have Netflix already, but if you haven't, or maybe you're considering starting up an account again, if you head on over to netflix.com/GameBreakerTV, you'll not only help support all of your artwork and all of LOL Nation TV, but you'll be getting a great service in the process. So do yourself a favor and check out netflix.com today with absolutely no risk by heading over to netflix.com/GameBreakerTV. That's all for this week's Summoner Showcase Revival, but if you guys have any art that you want to see featured on next week's episode, be sure to send it in to our YouTube channel. If you want to keep up to date on League of Legends changes, updates, and esports, be sure to subscribe and check out Waypoint with new episodes going up each and every Thursday. As a quick side note, due to the holidays and both Christmas and New Year's falling very close to Tuesday, there's not going to be a Summoner Showcase Revival for the next few weeks. We wish you all the best and happiest of holiday wishes, and I'll see you guys in 2014.
Game Breaker TV.
Welcome once again, Summoners, to another episode of Eclipsing the shadows of their animal counterparts, DeviantArt user nfouque. Be sure to contact nfouque. It seems like more and more people. Speaking of holiday gifts, I opened one of my gifts earlier this weekend and was pleased to find that my girlfriend got me this, the prop that I don't have in my hand right now. Now, speaking of holiday gifts, I actually opened one of my gifts earlier this weekend and was pleased to find that my girlfriend got me this amazing Zelda themed. And while not all of us can be world-class blacksmiths, that should never stop summoners. Now, I don't think that I could have done this without my neighbor's help, but all I'm trying to say is help. Couldn't have done it without my neighbor's help. Now, I don't think that I could have made this without my neighbor's help, but all I'm kind of trying to... Now, I don't think that I could have made this without the help of my neighbor, but all I'm really trying to... Last up this week, we'd like to spotlight YouTube content creators whose videos we use to help make our other show, Waypoint, possible. But we're not doing it this week.